Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover. One from Eminem's associate, who recently cleared up the diss attributed to the game, and fans have reacted accordingly, which we'll get to in a bit. Today we also have what looks to be Game's response to Eminem's diss, and he can't catch a break right now as he's getting roasted regardless. And we have one from LL Cool J that's bound to spark more outrage based on what we covered in the last video, where many on Twitter were furious about the fact that Eminem gets ranked highly by hip-hop veterans, and from a research perspective, it's basically getting mad that the works of a researcher hold its own even after they are peer-reviewed by some of the most respected researchers. And this has been the case with Eminem for some time now. More on this in a bit. And today we'll start with Mil's resurgence on Spotify since the Shady Aftermath announcement, and so far his monthly listeners have jumped from 147,000 to over 1.2 million right now, and this is a rising tide for all parties involved, as Eminem's monthly listeners are also reportedly increasing again since Realest dropped, and Singapore makes it 11 countries right now where Realest hit #1 on the iTunes rap chart. And while Twitter users are coming up with memes to clown the game like this, for instance, Eminem said the only reason why they don't play his music in the clubs but will play the game's music is cause he still performs in clubs. Eminem is the freaking GOAT. Game looks to have reacted on Instagram with this, "I still perform in 'em," and many believe this is in response to Eminem's bars on Realest, and his comment section has been flooded with takes like, "The power of Eminem, the game made a 10-minute long diss track about Eminem just killed him with one line, that's why your younger self told not to mess with the white boy." But apparently Game only caught a stray, as it wasn't directly addressed to him according to Denaun Porter, who reportedly shared this on Instagram. Them lines wasn't about Game at all, laughing emojis, and this sparked discussions on Reddit, and some are trolling with this. "Game, the lines was about me. Eminem, I don't even know who you are." But on a more serious note, here's one that explains it nicely based on the fact that many Eminem critics have talked about how they don't play Eminem in clubs. The user expands, "I've been saying this since Friday. The statement made by Game has also been made by Charlemagne, Gucci Mane, and El Jamar, so if you do your research you have to mention it as being a diss to them as well as Game. This is why we included El Jamar so far in our coverage of this, because he said it long before Game, and he also specifically spoke about nightclubs, so it's a bar that sprays at multiple targets, even rap fans on social media who say the same thing." But a user also expanded, "Only reason people draw the connection to Game is because in Black Slim Shady, before mentioning he never heard M in a club, he said on Cork the Chardonnay, and M says MF put a cork in it after his line after the club." But Mel and Mel's diss isn't open to interpretation since he got name dropped, and some are calling for rappers like Drake and Kendrick Lamar to take notes on Twitter like this, "Eminem doing what Kendrick Lamar and Drake too scared to do as MCs still, putting a name on the bullet." And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on this. And if you don't know, many on Twitter have been working overtime to flip the narrative, looking for new angles to get the Eminem cancellation train moving, as we got a new one. Eminem calls Mel a boy in racially charged diss track, claims being white is used against him in hip-hop. Notice how this tweet is framed in a misleading way to fuel a specific type of outrage. It aims to get an emotional response rather than a logical one, since the other strategies haven't worked so far, and once again, where is the lie? El Jamar said Eminem can't be the GOAT because he's white. So-called rap fans say this on a daily basis on Twitter. Mel completely disqualified Eminem because he's white, but Eminem points out this fact and it's a problem. And perhaps the most brain-dead take on this so far, as some are now asking, did M try to change some laws to favor black people?
Is this a dream?
Is this real life? Good Lord.
We've all been living under a rock apparently, since all this time Eminem's been the 46th president of the United States and also holds a SCOTUS position, and we ain't even know it. And moving on to the next point today, a clip of LL Cool J on Today with Hoda and Jenna recently hit the web, where he was asked about a couple of things hip-hop related, and once again he confirmed that Eminem's on his album, and speaking on his favorite video of all time, LL revealed,
Favorite hip-hop video of all time?
Mama said knock you out.
Oh.
Like that?
Yes.
Like that?
Oh my gosh.
You like when I come on your show and plug myself?
I love
you
it.
like that?
By the way, we all like that one.
By the
You
way.
enjoy that?
Yes, we
Wasn't that
do.
really humble of me?
No, but you know what?
By the way,
One of
we're
our
with you,
favorites,
1,000%.
I was thinking about Lose Yourself by Eminem too. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite
Do you
hip-hop
remember
songs.
Do you remember making that video?
I do remember making that video.
But there's more, as he was also asked about his Mount Rushmore in hip-hop, and based on the outrage over Eminem's latest verse, this is one that's bound to bring out some more tears.
Who is on your hip hop Mount Rushmore?
In terms of collaborators, it would be DMX because I, introduced him to the world.
Yeah.
Eminem because he's one of the collaborators on my new record. You haven't heard that song yet.
I want to hear it.
Method Man because I just love working with him. He did a great job on 4321 and quite a few others. And then Biggie because we did Flavor in Your Ear. We did Flavor in Your Ear. So, but that's collaborators.
Those are
remember,
collaborators.
That's collaborators. So I don't want to hear a bunch of tweets, a bunch of X's about,
For those who missed it, some even started going in on Rakim over his take on Eminem recently on Twitter. So it's about to get interesting when they find this clip of LL Cool J. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and see you on the next one.